kerfuffle to do with planning the wedding, and it all kicked off while I was actually staying at Richard's. So I had to sort of bomb back from London back to Southampton to come and put out a fire. So that's why this is coming to you slightly late. So I'm sorry for that, but I don't think enough people listen to this to make it a massive issue, so it should be fine. Apart from that, just a very quick thank you to Rich for being such a lovely mate over this last week as well. He's been really, really lovely and supportive, and it's nice to know that he's got my back, and that's partially why I do this show with him. So cheers, mate. So yeah, now enjoy this conversation about Rob Reiner and Spinal Tap, in which we very, very briefly discuss both Rob Reiner and Spinal Tap, and then move on to other bullshit. Enjoy. Well, that was perfectly in sync.
Mine wasn't even a clap. I just punched my desk. It's left enough of a waveform. We can just use this.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello.
Oh yeah, we're recording.
We are. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Is it co-director's episode? Checks the monitor 7. As you can see from the episode description, today we're discussing This Is Spinal Tap by Rob Reiner, who, for my money, Richard, is one of the most underrated directors in Hollywood.
Why?
Well, let me put this to you. His first film is This Is Spinal Tap, which, as we were discussing...
That's lucky, because otherwise we've watched the wrong film.
This is true. Well, I mean, as an opening gambit, that stands up really fucking well. It's really funny. Then he makes The Sure Thing. I've not seen that. I assume it's good. John Cusack is in it. His third film is Stand By Me, which I'm sure you are aware is my favourite film.
I thought it was American Beauty,
No.
but then I remembered that's your mum, because I like her better than you.
He follows up Stand By Me with The Princess Bride, which is
Oh, The Princess Bride is fucking beautiful.
fucking incredible. He follows that with When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I've started watching it, and it's very, very good. He follows that with Misery, which is fucking brilliant. And then he did A Few Good Men, which apparently is quite good, I've heard.
I've heard a few men say it's good.
And then he went on and did some other stuff, but I've not seen those films, so they don't count. But, fucking hell, as a run of films, Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, Harry Met Sally, Misery, Few Good Men, that'll fucking do.
Yeah, it seems like he was, like, from the films that you've seen and you've watched, he was good until you were born.
Thanks very much.
So basically what I'm saying is you ruined his career.
Yeah, he just knew he couldn't contend. He thought, oh, well, here comes a creator of art that's clearly going to knock me over the edge. So he gave up.
So when are you going to start doing that?
I'm thinking about it. He's also in Wolf of Wall Street. He plays Jordan Belfort's dad.
Oh yeah, I've just seen a picture of him. I recognise him.
But yeah, most importantly for me anyway, he made Stand By Me, and that I think is it's maybe not the best film ever, but it's my favourite film.
I mean, to be fair, he was in his late 30s before he made a film, so you've got time.
Oh, that's alright. That's encouraging. He's also, I follow him on Twitter, and he is a massive critic of Trump, which is actually not hard to do, but
I think anyone with access to the internet is a massive critic of Trump.
No, that's not
Apart
true.
from some cunts.
Apart from the majority of America.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, Stand By Me. Not Stand By Me, sorry. Spinal Tap. Maybe for the third series of co-directors, we'll talk about Stand By Me, because we'll just do...
What about, just same directors and we'll just watch their second films. And just... Well, that's actually not a bad idea.
Genuinely might not, but except I don't think Drew Barrymore has directed 2 films. We would get some really interesting stuff there, though, because Alex Garland, he's gone on to do other stuff. Danny Boyle, Ridley Scott. Yeah, actually, that.
Well, no, it means we have to do 7 years of this because I don't know. Some cunt bought 7 Shane Meadows films, thinking this was a different kind of podcast.
But we'd have to do it until.
And you'd finally see This Is England.
I'm just never gonna watch it just to annoy you.
It won't annoy me, but you're missing out.
Right. Okay. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap is a fake documentary following a fictional rock band which have played actual gigs and are real.
I think you'll find it's called a rockumentary.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go on, lay it on me. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it took a long time to get to the laughter. I timed it. It was about 3 minutes 30 seconds before I got my first laugh.
That is quite a long time.
But then, like that's from like hitting play. So there's the guy who's like the director of it, like explaining what he's doing.
Can I stop you there?
The director. Yeah. Yeah, but he looks young in this, and it confuses me.
I just love the names. I love the names. It's all the character names are amazing.
Yeah, and there was like a second for a little while. I was like, "Is this actually just a documentary?" Because
that's why I didn't want to tell you anything about it because I wanted you to think that.
But then I think it got to sort of just about like 3 minutes in. I was like, "Oh, this is just funny."
What was the first laugh?
I can't fucking remember. It's been nearly 24 hours since I watched it.
He died in a terrible gardening accident.
I think it must have been one of the drummers, or just something they said.
Funny that.
Or no, it's because like when they're sat down in their garden doing the interview, they're all like really sort of like that 80s sort of glam rock-ish thing, and then it just cuts to them like dressed like the Beatles, and I was like, huh, that's not what I expected, but okay.
It's one of those the films that like I've gone back. I watched it quite obsessively. Me and Nick, you know Nick, we're seeing Nick on Saturday actually.
Fuck. Oh shit, he listens to this. Fucking
hell, Nick, do
maybe.
better with your life, mate.
Drive less.
Fly more, because what you need is more flights. Anyway, this is all getting a bit inside baseball now because no one else knows what we're talking about. We got quite obsessed with this film in, was it college? It was either college or like late school. We realised this is one of the funniest films in the world.
See, no, I have a good story about the Beatles from recent years.
Go on.
So on a Thursday I play D&D, and every other week it's Cyberpunk, which is fucking hilarious. So one of the guys wasn't there, and he was the crux of the story. Well, essentially he's the one that keeps us on track, which is interesting because having spoken to him, I wouldn't have assumed that. But we got a bit sidetracked with, accidentally getting into domestic terrorism, where we went to so it's set in like 2020, it was a weirdly futuristic 2020 considering it's next year.
Is it like a Blade Runner 2020?
Yeah. And then, so there was a gang of people who dressed and looked like the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
And we decided to just go in. Well, I think the original plan was like, oh, we'll kill them and steal their drug trade. Instead, what we did was blow up the club, run in to try and my character's a hacker, so all my character did really was kill one person and put the Beach Boys on. And we sat, like, all 5 of us, just listening to the Beach Boys while actively murdering people that look like the Beatles.
That's horrific.
It's horrific, but also it was very fun.
You're like a robotic Mark Chapman.
Yes.
Would you like some help as to who Mark Chapman was?
Yes.
He killed John Lennon.
Yeah, I did make a joke about that. I didn't know his name, and I was just like, why don't we just like stand outside and shoot them through the window? And everyone else was like, or we've got a bomb.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting game. We've gone from very much like we'll just try and be a little street gang to how about we just do industrial espionage and terrorism. It's very weird.
I do wonder who listens to this podcast who might get the wrong end of the stick. Like, I don't know, your employer.
Well, I mean, in the next Cyberpunk session after that, we were faced with 2 towers. Considering what we just done, we were like, oh no. Where's the time to go.
So, Spinal Tap. The bassist, Derek Smalls. Did you notice anything about him? Did you recognise him?
I recognise him, but I can't think who he is.
You might not necessarily know what he looks like. You might recognise his voice. Would you like some help?
If you say The Simpsons, I don't recognise his voice from that.
He is the voice of Mr. Burns, Wayne Smithers, Principal Skinner, Ned Flanders, Reverend Lovejoy, Kemp Rodwin, and Dr. Hibbert.
Funnily enough, they all sound very different. So I wouldn't recognise his voice, because also none of them are British.
No, I know, it's amazing. They all do really convincing English accents, but I think is the guy with Davidson Hubbards? I think he might be Australian.
That's close enough, really.
Well, I don't know, because there's a couple of times when I heard something and there's a little sort of Antipodean twang. No, he was born in New York. No, he is a New Yorker.
What would have been great is if at the end they'd kind of just been themselves, like in the sort of exit interviews, and just be like, you know, that sort of classic, like, I've just had a breakdown, so now I'm going to do a really serious interview.
Yeah.
Like, if they'd all done that at the end.
No, but it's a happy ending.
No. It's like, there's nothing wrong with the ending. I just think, for me, that would have been funny. They'd all just sat there in turtlenecks with, like, short cropped hair. Just like, yeah, well, I mean, I was going through some stuff. I didn't mean to kill them all, but...
I'm confused as fuck now.
Why?
Well, because I've just looked up Christopher Guest, who plays Nigel Tufnell. He's apparently the Right Honourable the Lord Hayden Guest. Apparently he's like... here we go. He became the 5th Baron Hayden Guest of Great Sailing in the county of Essex. Fucking hell, I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, Danny Dyer is descended from William the Conqueror, so...
That is true.
Like, you just never know.
Oh shit, he's married to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, who's in Halloween or something.
Fucking hell, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
I'm genuinely impressed that I got that right.
Yeah, I am too. Because horror's not generally your bag, is it? So.
Yeah, no, but she was on the Graham Norton show, so...
So, anyway, we should probably talk about Spinal Tap.
The trouble that I have is there's not a huge amount to talk about other than to say it's funny and it's about music.
Fucking funny as fuck.
The fact that they recorded all of those songs is great.
Yeah. Like, the one that I really like is Big Bottom, when they're all playing bass guitars.
Oh, I really like Stonehenge. That was, I think, one of my favourites.
What's I can't remember which one it is, but the one where they all start in like the eggs, and then Derek gets stuck in it. So as the 2 of them go back into their eggs, he manages to get them out.
It's a lot of like really funny moments that you can imagine probably happen as a band.
I'd forgotten quite a lot of it, like the fact that they talk about one of the jobs. Well, he actually the officials there was he choked on vomit, but
they couldn't say whose vomit.
No, they don't have the resources or the means to identify whose vomit it was.
Yeah, and what I like is also that, because I think a lot of bands, even British bands from sort of that era, sang American, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
like they had that very sort of generic American sound.
Yeah.
But like these guys are singing like they're from Essex, and I was just like, why? But like it worked. I just really enjoyed it.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you'd like it or not, because I was like, oh, is it too niche, or is it if you don't fully buy into it, is it just a bit? But no, I'm really pleased you liked it.
I mean,
I fucking love it.
I really needed cheering up after the fucking hour or two I had before that.
Yeah, do you want to explain what's happened?
Oh, we ain't meant to be recording this today.
No, we're supposed to be doing something completely different.
We're meant to be doing co-pilot. We're meant to be talking about fucking crazy women. Instead, we're talking about... Well, I suppose the common theme would be cheating husbands, I guess.
That's true.
So, yeah. But it's not meant to be funny. It's meant to be serious. But the BBC made it seriously hard to find one of the shows. So I had to buy it. Like, actually, spend money to watch TV? Pfft. Already pay a license fee. But, no, I'm not angry anymore.
Clearly. It doesn't sound like it.
I mean, to be fair, it's only been 24 hours. But I've got it now. I've got the replacement. It was, ironically, almost replaced.
Can I tell you my favourite character name in all of Spinal Tap?
No.
It's Artie Fuffkin. It just makes it every time I see that scene when he comes in. Hi, how you doing, Artie Fuffkin? Fucking cracks me up there. We used to, me and Nick used to do it all the time. We just turn to each other around the bush and go, no, he's going to 11. This is one louder.
Yeah, no, that's what I think that was maybe like his guitar collection. Like
Don't
that,
touch it. No, don't
just
point
them going through. It's like, you can. Oh, what was it? You can hear the stain.
You can hear the stain. Listen. Wait,
No,
okay,
but then he gets more. He's like, you can hear the stain, and I was just like, is he talking about the varnish?
That is the sustain.
No, but I think he says the sustain and the stain at different points on the same guitar, and I was like,
I
don't
think
know.
I wasn't watching this with like full attention because I've seen it that many times that I know vaguely, so I just wanted to remind myself of like the better laughs and stuff.
I mean, honestly, I never really pay attention when I watch stuff. Because I don't need to. But, no, it was just really, a really enjoyable, like, hour and a half-ish.
It's not even an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hour and 20 minutes.
And see, this is why I buy things. Because then, now, I've got it. I can just watch it again if I want to.
Yeah.
I imagine you've already got it, but...
I've got the DVD.
I've got it on YouTube so I can watch it on my phone. The way it was meant to be watched.
I once went to... there was we were at college and there was a fancy dress party and I was... At that point I was like, I just don't want to wear fucking fancy dress. So I think it was, again, it was me and Nick. And Nick got like... he had like a... purple shirt and aviators and a tie around his head and carried a guitar around, and I just had a t-shirt on that he'd sprayed paint the word Spinal Tap on. It was fucking great. I don't know what happened to that t-shirt. I think I've still got it somewhere. It just stank of paint the whole time. But I think there's
I wonder why.
Just stood around looking really grumpy just in this black Spinal Tap t-shirt. Nick's there with this guitar and shit, he's looking fucking cool as fuck.
You know, I imagine, like, pictures of you being around people having fun looking grumpy as fuck. Not that rare.
No, not at all. It's not my oeuvre.
Well, no, I think your face just looks like that. I think you are just a grumpy old man.
Fuck off, you're older than me.
Yeah, but I'm not grumpy. Apart from the whole replacement thing, apart from that, not grumpy. Because I'm still in my mid-20s. No, it's mid until I'm 29 and a half. Then I'm in my late 20s. No, that's how it works. I
don't think it is.
No, I really think it is. I think because you're not here yet, you don't understand. You're not in your late mid-20s. So Once you get there, you'll know how this feels.
Neither are you. You're just in your late 20s.
No, I'm in my mid-late 20s. My late mid-20s.
I don't think so. I'm desperately trying to find... I think it's on Facebook. I'm trying to find this picture of me in this Spinal Tap t-shirt, because I'm pretty sure they made their way to Facebook.
I mean, I think if you send it to me, or I'll just post it on Instagram as the announcement that this has come out.
Right then.
Because I think that's the only real way to do it. Screw this using shit from the films, just dress Joe up as something from it. Oh, Mr. Truck could have dressed... Mr. Trick, we could have dressed you up as a truck.
I think myself and that truck are roughly of a similar size, so...
Well, yeah, you've just got more license plates.
I really don't like looking through these pictures. It's a bit...
It just shows you how far you've come.
That's it. Oh, hang on, we're getting there.
Well, I mean, you can grow a beard now. That's something.
I
mean, your face hasn't changed that much.
I was born with the ability to grow a beard. Right, here we go. I found it. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to send this to you now. Oh no, hang on, the next, because the next one's got a picture of Nick in it. And I said he's in a blue shirt and he looks fucking amazing.
Wait, how are you sending it on Facebook or are you sending it on?
Fucking mutant.
So, am I supposed to not recognise you because of that, or?
I just could not be fucked.
I mean, to be fair, there are pictures of me at fancy dress parties where I'm just like, yeah, I mean, if we could just fucking not be here, that would be great.
Didn't you do one? You were like, you just had a white t-shirt on said life, and you had a bag of lemons, and you were throwing lemons at people.
Yes. I was literally giving people lemons. Do you know, there was only one fucker got that, the bouncer, as I left the club. I was just like, he was just like, that's pretty smart, mate. And I was like, fuck you, I've had a terrible night. I'm going home. I think I then just genuinely handed him what was left of my bag of lemons.
What's he going to do with a bag of lemons? Just, oh, great, well, if the bar runs...
I don't give a fuck. What was I going to do with a bag of lemons apart from just throw them at people and put them in people's drinks?
That's what you did already.
Well, no, I think I asked, I can't remember, I asked someone, I was like, do you want a bit of lemon for your drink? They were like, yeah, that'd be nice. Whole lemon.
But yeah, no, Spinal Tap's great. This has just been a conversation just to shit around Spinal Tap. We haven't mentioned the film at all.
Well, that's the thing. I think we're a lot more trying not to spoil things on Co-Pilots. We seem to just give way less of a fuck.
No, we did give away a lot of American Beauty, as in we said, oh yeah, he dies at the end and he's murdered.
Yeah, but he mentions that at the beginning,
and
so really he spoiled it.
with Ratcatcher as well. Oh god, Ratcatcher.
Oh god, that just came back up on my Spotify because someone liked the release thing, and I was like, oh, that film is depressing.
I watched a film at the weekend, and I was watching it in here on my computer, and I opened the disc drive, and fucking Ratcatcher was still in it.
I did that. Just after I moved, I was I was going to watch something, and I opened it. Ratcatcher. I was like, oh, for fuck's. Why is that still in there? I can't even remember what I was going to watch. Oh wait, it's probably still in there now. I was watching Daniel Sloss, that's what I was watching. Very different vibe from Ratcatcher. Scottish, but a lot less suicide-y.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Spinal Tap's lovely.
Yeah.
I think we're
Spinal Tap was also not suicide-y, so...
I think we're pretty much done on Spinal Tap, aren't we? Just, it's fucking great. Go and watch it. It's frequently cited as the funniest film ever made because there's jokes upon jokes upon jokes, and it's fucking great. And Rob Reiner is an amazing director.
Yeah. The problem, I feel like, because it's just sort of like a mockumentary, I don't think it really shows how good he is. If that makes sense.
What do you mean?
And isn't massively insulting. Well, I think it's sort of the...
Because a lot of it's like...
Because, like, if you're an idiot like me, you go in for the first about 5 minutes just going, oh no, this is just a band. Which means that he's done really well at, like, getting it to look and feel like a documentary.
Yeah.
But I think... I don't know. It's just like everyone else has made something really sad for their first film. And I don't, and that's why he's not respected, because he didn't go sad first.
Because no one commits suicide.
Let's not talk about Shane Meadows' first film, because that was actually quite sad in a funny way.
I was going to say, actually, no one died in Twitter, but right at the end, it's oh, excuse me. Mick Shrimpton, he dies right at the end, doesn't he?
Also, it has domestic abuse in it, so not that funny.
Wait, Spinal Tap?
No, not Spinal Tap.
When does that happen?
No, Shane Meadows' first film.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Loose Change, Short Change, Small Time. Loose Change sounds like it's a thing, but I'm not sure what.
Loose Change sounds like it's a terrible GCSE play.
No, it sounds like it's some sort of parody song, like a 50 Cent parody or something.
Loose Change. It's like Stephen Merchant's got that bit about the. Oh no, that was it. It's a League of Gentlemen joke that they're doing like a terrible GCSE sort of student play. It's all about heroin addiction. It's called Pins and Needles.
Ha! Loose Change is a series of films released between 2005 and 2009 that argue in favour of certain conspiracy theories related to September 11th.
Back there. We sidestepped it earlier.
Oh, apparently there's a song by Ed Sheeran called Loose Change.
Is it?
Yeah, no, mostly Loose Change is very much, it's a very conspiracy. Do you know, I think I've seen that.
Oh dear, this has been a shambles, this episode.
Yeah, but, you know, it's us really.
In the way of Spinal Tap. Rock and roll, hello Cleveland. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. So, what's next?
Overwatch. I mean, for the podcast. Well, we're doing.
Well, for co-pilots, it's definitely now going to be. Hang on, no, I need to. You have to do this bit because I still don't.
I know.
Understand
It's the Magicians and fucking something else. Can you pronounce that word that begins with S?
Chronicles.
Yes. So that's the next thing, and then we'll be doing after that. Paddy Constantine or
Paddy Constantine. Yeah, that's not going to be a cheerful one.
Yeah, good.
I know one thing about that film, and it's that he kills his dog, and that's never good. And then they send John Wick after him, I think.
No, to be fair, I listened to the first part of the Reroll podcast. John Wick. That was fucking great.
I've not listened to that one actually. I need to. I've listened to my favourite one is still the Stand By Me one, but I think that's just because I love Stand By Me. They did one for Labyrinth as well that I've listened to. That's really good, and Jaws is really funny as well. But yeah.
The good thing about the John Wick was they have one of the guys. I think he's playing Alfie Allen's character.
Oh yeah.
And he hasn't seen the film.
That rings a bell. Oh no! One of them's not seen Jaws. The one I've been listening to is that he's not.
I wonder if maybe they always try and get someone on who hasn't seen the
It
film.
would make it fucking brilliant. Perhaps they do. I don't know. I haven't listened to that podcast for a while. Actually, I should get back into it.
Oh yeah, no, I found a new crime podcast today.
Oh god.
It is called.
Is it called
Show.
Who the Hell's Hamish?
No, why is Spotify not showing me all my podcasts?
Is it Finding Drama? That's an amazing podcast.
No, it's alright, my Spotify on my PC is fucked.
Generation Y.
Fuck it, what was it? It was
Favourite murder. Serial. S-Town.
no, it was
My
Case File.
favourite murder. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Mate, you know I wrote about Case File for Pod Bible.
Oh, did you? I just found it today.
Yeah, no, we listen to Case File in the van if we've got a long drive all the time and it's fucker. You need to listen to the Catherine Matthew episode. That one is
I listened
incredible.
to the Beauport, the Beauport children.
I've not listened to that one, I don't think.
It's good. I mean, to be fair, it's one of those ones where I was like, I've definitely listened to a podcast about this before. And then I listened to... The thing, I spent about 4 hours today listening to podcasts going, I'm pretty sure I've listened to these crimes before. But no, one of them I watched a documentary about, so not the same.
Fair play. Yeah, no, case file. I wrote about that for... actually, something really cool happened the other day. I'm not sure I told you about this, but one of the guys...
Did you become Australian and talk about murders?
Oh, yes.
Because that would be cool.
Our episodes deal with serious topics. If you need support, contact your nearest support centre.
I could totally present case file. Also, he's an anonymous host, so I'm not saying it is me, but it might be me.
It's not.
But I listened to Generation Y. That was my first serial killer podcast I listened to, and I wrote about it for Pod Bible. And then Stu, or actually it might have been Adam, but anyway, one of the guys who runs the social media for Pod Bible, they tweeted out a picture of my article in the magazine. And,
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that.
Generation Y retweeted it. I was like, oh fuck, they've actually seen the shit I wrote about them. That's cool.
Yeah, no, you definitely told me about that, because you sent me a picture of it.
Didn't I? Sorry, yes, anyway, right, so yes, Shanhara Magicians and something else, Paddy Constine, is the next co-directors, and that's not going to be cheerful, so yeah. Bye!
No. I'm staying.